You know what grinds my gears?
What?
Zane not being mindful of his microphone.
What?
Because you go like this. Yeah!
You do get a little loose with it.
Because it's just easier to talk without a mic in my hand. It's more authentic.
But
It's
when
really
we had
hard
it
to do
on
this.
an arm, I need it in my hand.
I know. I can't win. I can't win. But
I'll just be like this.
I know. I was really
dying.
good. I think your mom, after that one episode, your mom was so bad with it. I think that just kind of
She
like
cursed
transferred to
everybody.
me. Yeah, she did. Freaking
Zane
Tina.
petting his mic last episode too.
You just went like this.
Oh my! Well, you got to tell. You guys can hear everything. You got to tell
We
me if I'm
do.
doing something bad.
I know, but I feel like you're gonna yell at me.
Yeah.
When I touch the sign, guys, for audio listeners, when I touch the sign, apparently everybody gets electrified in their ears
Why
because
is that?
I don't know.
Frequencies? Like it's just emitting electricity through the sign?
I don't know if it's
Isn't
like the
electricity
carpet,
crazy?
like
Yeah.
his feet on the carpet with the sign. I don't know.
I start doing this, your hair.
We all hold hands and my hair stands
The
straight
TV
up.
starts getting like squiggle lines in it.
Static electricity, I'm always like, what the fuck is that?
Ugh.
Like,
Please.
Like, when you like rub the carpet.
oh yeah,
and
or you get on an escalator and
then
like
you-
you get
this one?
stacked
Yeah,
and
I don't
like,
get that.
what are we, yeah.
I was in the car the other day with Todd and he went to get gas and it was 115 degrees outside and he's like, I gotta shut the car. I was like, leave it on. He was like, really? I was like, my dad never turns the car off. He
Oh,
goes,
that's-
no way. I was like, yeah, I think that's...
Wait, I don't get
It's like
it.
You know
salmonella.
how you're supposed to turn the car off when you pump gas?
Oh, when you pump gas. Oh, okay. I thought you meant it was so hot that he was like, I need to shut the car
Well,
off.
Your
yeah.
dad keeps his
All
car.
the time.
Apparently, no.
Wait,
I thought
no
it like
way.
it's bad for your engine to
I
do
thought
that,
the
and that's
car
why.
explodes.
No, and then he was like, really? I was like, yeah, leave it on, watch. And he pumped gas, boom. No, it was fine.
Oh,
What did you
whoa.
think?
I thought, yeah, it would
I thought it would explode,
The mechanics of it doesn't make sense knowing that, like, the fuel is going somewhere where combustion is happening, and I just don't think, like,
I don't
more
understand
fuel.
what the difference would be. If you're putting gas in, there's already gas in it. The combustion is up front in the engine.
Wait, if you think about it, for like not Formula One, but like race cars,
They don't
turn off the car when they're filling.
It doesn't make any
gas.
sense.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Wow, I don't get a lot of those. Thank you.
Okay, now how bad can your car become if, there's different grades of like unleaded gas and obviously diesel. You can't put diesel in like
Yeah.
as normal car, and I know there's different grades of like premium and stuff, but if you've been putting regular in and then you accidentally put in premium.
I mean, if you have a car that takes premium, it's not good for it to run it on like your, bottom of the barrel gas. But if you do it once, it's not going to like blow the car up or anything like that.
I feel like that's such a fucking racket of like that certain nicer cars need premium gas. When, like,
I think
why don't they
it's
just
a gimmick. What is that a gimmick where it's like
planned obsolescence, or it's a
the car is
strategy to
tuned-
make more money?
The car is tuned to run richer, so it performs better with that level of ethanol.
But it make it just be the same thing.
For
It just
all
we're going
cars,
from
yeah.
point A to point B. A phone doesn't, has a battery.
like a Rolls Royce should have the same gas as like a Camry. Like, why is why does it have to be better gas?
I think it's all like status, and we think like, oh, it's a luxury vehicle, therefore it needs luxury gas within it. Same thing if you had like a luxury purse, you need to wipe it with luxury.
There you go, Mariah.
Gasoline vapors can come in contact with static electricity, which can ignite a fire, ultimately leading to an explosion.
There you go, Mariah was right.
Everyone laughed at me.
Try being an
That's why they say also,
Try being a genius for a
Try
day.
being a mechanic.
Try it.
I don't know if you can still. You shouldn't be on your phone when you're filling gas.
That
Yeah,
I've heard.
that-
But I
can,
know
like-
back in the day with like Nokia phones and shit, like if you got gas on that and it could combust.
Yeah. I'm just getting gas.
being on a Nokia phone on a flight, that's bad. You know how we have like airplane mode now, but I'm sure those Nokia phones
Oh,
were
yeah.
bad for planes. They could not get a single signal anywhere with those phones on.
When phones were on airplanes, that must have been such like a flex to be sitting there going, hold on, I need to make a call. Like,
Imagine everybody on the plane at once. So, no, we're landing in like 2 hours. So what have you been up to? I would lose my mind.
yeah.
No, and they had one in every seat, right?
I don't know. I've never seen one with a phone.
It's weird how back in the day you could make a call on a plane, but you can't make
Now
a
we get no
call
service?
now.
It's just I know it's like Wi-Fi, but it's just crazy to me that you can do a FaceTime on a flight.
Can
Now.
you?
Yeah, on a Wi-Fi you can. It's
Oh,
Wi-Fi.
I never thought like the data was that good for it
They
to
tell
be.
you. They
Yeah,
tell you
it's-
not to. Though.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. But no, I remember
what you
calling
doing?
Todd on a flight, and he answered it like on a flight.
That's cool.
Yeah, really, really crazy. But what I was saying, what grinds my gears, I never got to it.
Oh yeah.
But I just experienced it. What was it, like last week? But sometimes you'll just be having a really good day and you're just like a little bit more cheery, and then somebody just throws a fucking wrench in it and goes, "Well, someone's cheery today." It's like just calling it out.
Oh,
it's like,
I don't like that either.
Let me have a good
So you're
day.
saying I'm miserable every other day.
That's what I'm saying.
What it
Like, so
feels
what you're
like.
saying is
and
that,
then you
like,
immediately shut down, and you're like, "Well, there goes my mood."
The way it shuts me down so quickly.
It's
is
so
insane.
annoying.
Yeah, who did it?
I forget
Zane?
who it was, but honestly, who does it all the time? Danielle.
Oh.
Does it all the time.
I hate when
with
they're
me.
like-
"Oh, I thought it was her." What the fuck did you
It's
just
like
say?
you're in a good mood today.
Yeah, oh my god.
What is that?
You know, I tell Danielle, I'm like, someone's on Adderall today.
That's bad.
Well, I can just tell when it's because
She's really
working,
talking.
but
She
yeah,
just, like, wants to
suddenly
chat.
it's
She's
like-
on the couch like this.
Yeah, she's just a little bit more focused and just,
Yeah.
we're going deep on the conversation.
Yeah, very
You are
deep.
tuned in right now.
So when she's honest, sometimes you're just like, get to the point. Get to the point.
Should we run that intro?
Oh, yeah. Let's
Yes.
get to the intro.
It's coffee time, baby.
baby.
Let's go, go, go.
He peed.
Did you tinkle?
Yeah, I did. And these type of shorts is gonna be there the entire episode.
Microphone.
Well, welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered. I'm Zane.
I'm Heath.
I'm Matt.
I'm Mariah.
And
I almost
we-
said microphone.
And I'm microphone.
I'm microphone.
And we are
Unfilled.
hungover.
Yeah, you were drinking a lot last night.
You drank again last night?
Why'd you say that?
What do you? It was a Saturday night. You're allowed to drink. on
I
this
know.
night.
I was trying to make it look like I was taking care of myself yesterday.
And
but
what's
no, I went.
crazy is I walked in and I was like, "Oh, what'd you do today?" And he's like, "Oh, I just been chilling here." I was like, "Oh, second day hangover's the worst, huh?" And he goes, "Yeah, they are." You
I just didn't want to. I
sneaky
didn't want to.
bitch.
I didn't want to look bad.
You
know?
caused a scene at the fucking bar last night.
I did not.
With me? Yeah, you did.
Oh,
what happened?
Okay, well, we went to a club, but it's a hipstery kind of
Outdoor vibey spot.
Yeah. I wore my Birkenstocks shoes that night.
Matt,
Boston's?
those were slippers.
Open-toed shoes. And I had a moment of hesitation when I was getting ready for the night, and I go, am I not? I know you can't wear like branded stuff. You can't wear team logos at the place.
Wait,
but
huh?
they don't let you wear like a team logo on your hats or on any of your body.
No way.
And I don't know if it's a gang thing or it's just they don't want division amongst.
Yeah, no, I guess that makes sense. But I have like a couple hats. I feel like that's a team on it. But you think they're that? Maybe if you look like you just came from a game, maybe that's like
Probably,
okay.
but I know like I can't wear like just a UT hat on there. Like,
Yeah.
it
Oh,
has
that's
to
so
be, I
interesting.
can wear stuff with like emblems on it, and it could be a brand. But so right when I put the Birkenstocks on, I go, wait, can I wear these in there? And I go, wait, open-toed shoes? Yeah, I can wear them. Women wear open-toed shoes
It's
all
not
the
like
time.
you're going off-roading
So-
like on an ATV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. And so I was like, I'm good. We pull up, and then he's like, oh, sorry, man. You cannot get in open-toed shoes. And I'm like, shit. And then even Mike was like, oh, maybe I can give you my socks. And I'm like, fuck, yeah, I'll do the socks. And they go, that's not going to happen, man.
Even worse, dude. Shoot me.
Not going to happen. And then I'm like, shit. And so then there's nowhere near, there's a Trader
see,
Joe's nearby. They're not open. I went to find my friends. Matt Grippy hooked me up with some sneakers, went 10 minutes back, got the shoes. I'm happy. Everyone has already been inside all clubbing.
I would call
get-
it a night so fast. Say less.
That's it. Done.
But I'm so excited. I got shoes on. I like hide my Birkenstocks on like the side of the bar or whatever. And and I'm so proud of like the Birkenstocks. And they have like a stump that's like a, a little table where people put their drinks. I'm not paying attention. I'm like, I got shoes. Boom. I knock somebody's glass off their fucking table. It shatters onto the ground.
I didn't even know that you dropped it. I thought someone else said that's why I was doing it to you.
And then I hear, what the fuck, Matt? What the fuck? You better fuck. Like, Zane is just doing a bit. Yo, the entire bar, everybody turns their head and thinks we are in a fight. Like, people are about to pull out their phones going like,
Oh, that would have been funny.
I maybe went a little too far.
Right,
with the
right.
joke. Sometimes I I really want to ham it up a bit.
yeah. I was just like, I go, Zane, stop. Everyone's heads are looking and Zane's like, what are you talking about? We're just kidding. It was, like in Inception where the people like realize you're in a dream. It was just that. Everyone looking right at us. And I'm like, stop. You're like, I'm sorry, baby. I'm like, you're fine. And then the person, I was like, was this your drink? I'm so sorry. They go, no, it was someone else's drink. You're fine. But wasn't smart of me. But yeah. But you were having a good time.
Yeah, I was Yeah, I just decided to go out again.
That's all right.
That's okay. It's okay, Zane. You're acting so guilty. We're not even saying anything.
Sorry, I committed some sins yesterday.
Who cares?
We went to Vegas.
Yeah, we just got back.
Unfiltered team bonding moment. You know,
We
up
got
in the hottest city in the entire country.
100 degrees.
It was more than that.
It was
Did you-
115. It was like high.
Yeah, it was like
Did you
110.
feel it walking off the flight? Did
Yes.
it punch you in the face?
You're like, ooh.
I couldn't even walk. I felt like I was in Jello.
It was a sauna outside. It was like it felt like you were in an enclosed like space with the heat turned on.
I feel like I could have taken a slice out of the air and like
Yeah.
served.
when you open an oven to check on it, and you go in too quick.
Yeah, mad respect for anybody in Vegas who has to work around pools and
were-
stay out in that heat. Like,
my gosh,
yo.
yeah.
Dude, everybody at the airport was long sleeve shirts because of their like uniform and pants, and I'm like,
There's
they could
no
at least
way.
change it up.
And even like when we're at the hotel, like the people working outside in the pool area, you're like, there's no way they're not putting on sunscreen every 5 minutes. It's impossible.
Brutal.
In that sun, it was like a UV index of like 12 that whole day.
Right.
Is there like a box where like they get it's like a body like a tanning spray thing where
Well, I wonder if it's required to like wear sunscreen now. Like, you know, all employees must wash hands.
Yeah.
I bet some places now, like if you're going to be out in the sun working for us, you have to put on sunscreen.
Yeah.
I bet they have to log in that they like reapplied. Maybe. Let us know in the comments.
yeah. But I felt bad for anybody like working outside every day like that.
Yeah,
was so
we got
hot.
flown out for. Well, you get flown out. We
Yeah.
got invited to attend and stay Fountain Blue for the Power Slap.
The Power Slab. I never
Power
even
Slap 8.
I thought it was like brand new. I thought we were going to the first event. No, it's been a thing apparently for 8 years.
8
No,
years.
just that there was 8 events.
That's-
there was
and
8
that's what I was
events,
saying.
but it's been going on for 2 years, which
Yeah.
still seems kind of small. But we got to stay at the Fountain Blue. Great little
Beautiful.
resort.
Yeah, it was like new hotel since December. They opened it.
They did. Yeah, it's right across from Circus
Zane
Circus.
told me how much they spend on flowers a day for the hotel.
Yeah, $30,000 a day
for flowers.
for flowers for the
You know
hotel.
how there's like flowers in the lobby and just kind of like decorative around?
Uh-huh.
$30,000 a day in flowers.
Wait, where do the flowers go after? Or
I don't know. It's just there until it
good
dies.
for that flower shop who was
Yeah.
like,
Who
How'd
got
you
that
learn?
business?
Who told you that?
Someone I forget who
He's
got
like,
that
I pulled it out of
information.
my ass. I made it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
We should spread one rumor per episode.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
never address it. Just see which one catches on.
I like that game.
I love
that. One's
that.
but
Instead of the secret word, there's
Yeah.
like one complete lie.
the thing is, I would play it every like 2 minutes
Yeah.
because that's what I do every episode.
Yeah, but you don't lie on purpose.
but we did attend the slap.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And for the people who don't know, yeah, it's competitive slapping. You have these people come up, they stand at like a podium.
Mm-hmm.
One person, the person who is getting slapped, has to hold on to the power stick, which is like a little.
Oh, is that what they call it?
Or the
power
slapstick.
The slapstick.
The slapstick. I
They
don't know what
hold
I call
it pretty much both hands behind their back, and they got to hold it straight, and then they have to stay with both feet in the box.
Yeah.
You can't move, can't flinch.
No flinching.
When you're
no,
about to get slapped.
No palm.
No.
Yeah, the person throwing
Holding.
the slaps.
Oh,
there's
I
some,
don't know.
Clubbing.
Every slap that I saw, I felt like I saw palm hit first.
Yeah, I feel like they always had to keep going to the replay. Was like, was that a clean slap?
Yeah. I mean, you
Let's,
have to I feel like, every time.
And I guess it was it divided by weight class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, which
It was the
seems
same
a little
weight class for
silly.
like UFC.
I feel like they should just be like the weight of your your head. Like, I don't know how they can figure out how much your head weighs, but I don't know.
Like face to head.
You dip it in water to see like what that
Yeah, the reverse buoyancy of like subtracting.
just the area.
It was a really well done event, though. They held it in like a conference room,
like a ballroom. Yeah,
like
conference room, ballroom
but
situation.
it looked really good, and we were like worried about. Usually these type of events, there might be food, there might not be food, you never know. But they had like food everywhere.
Oh,
like they
yeah,
had stations
good
with food.
They had the heat lamps on them.
Yeah,
like,
but then we forgot that it's also in a hotel, so obviously there's going to be like those, buffet
yeah.
style. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. But.
Rey Mysterio was there.
who's
was.
that?
Yeah, oh my
You
God.
didn't see Rey Mysterio?
Is he the Lucha
How dare you.
Libre?
Yeah.
the Lucha Libre.
I think whenever I see like a wrestler who has like
Is it Nacho Libre?
That was the movie.
That's a movie with Jack
where
Black.
they are a Lucha Libre.
But a Lucha Libre is the
masked wrestler.
Spanish wrestling. But I guess that's his persona he does in professional wrestling.
Mariah was freaking out. She starts freaking out. I'm like, who are you freaking out? And she points at him. I'm like, who the fuck
I was
is that?
freaking out and nobody else was reacting. And I look over at Joe Volpez and we're looking at each other. I'm like, did you watch WWE? He goes, yeah, did you? And we both went Rey Mysterio. Yeah, the rumors are true. Rey Mysterio,
which I never knew that she was liked a wrestler so much.
I was WWE
Is
SmackDown.
he 90s or is this early 2000s? When was his,
he started, I think,
he's been around a long
I would say
time.
2002 maybe.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio is a WWE wrestler, and he's super tiny, but his tricks are
2002.
2002. It is 2002. I remember what grade I was in.
Wow.
So, big fan. So, me and my siblings, we were obsessed with wrestling, the four of us, and I had two brothers, so inevitably we would just mimic all of their moves. We would watch it and then we'd recreate it and we'd stunt with each other. So watching Rey Mysterio, we would learn it's called the 619, which is
girls back then versus now.
So we would recreate his moves. I wish I told him that. He was actually a really nice guy and he was willing to talk to everybody.
He was
but
very nice.
I can't get that stuff out. To me, I'm like, who gives a shit? He probably hears things like that all the time. But it was really cool. I did see him live. We got tickets for Christmas one year, so we got to watch him live, which was really cool. That was probably maybe 15 plus years ago. But he was sitting in the seat directly in front of us.
Full circle.
I couldn't believe it. He was in the mask and everything.
Wow.
Never takes it off outside.
I did not expect, when I saw the mask, I looked at Heath and I was like, there's no way. There's no way he's outside of wrestling and he has the mask on.
Yeah.
But that's his thing.
It's gonna be weird when you're so famous though, but you're known for a certain look and
it
do I rock
started
it right
and
now?
then you're over it.
Look what he looked like when he first started.
Whoa.
Handsome fella.
Super young.
Mr. Mysterio, Rey
That's the same
Mysterio.
guy.
Oh, I wanted those pants so bad.
Mariah, you can bring it back.
I have a
You can make
picture.
something
I have
like
a picture of me as John Cena for Halloween. I was 10. I went to Home Depot and I bought a huge chain link, and I bought a lock, and I made my own necklace, and I have a picture like this.
Oh wow,
That's really funny.
Cam Newton was there. Patricia was freaking out about
Cam Newton was there?
Yes, and she was like, "I got it. I need a picture." And I'm like, "Okay, then go get one." She's like, "You know what? No, I'm not going to get a picture." But she was freaking out. Marshawn Lynch was there.
No way.
And
Wait, who's Marshall Lynch?
Marshawn Lynch was a running back for. I don't know. He was on one of my fantasy.
Oh, wow.
He was in Bottoms. Did you see Bottoms, that Rachel Sennett movie?
Yeah, I don't remember.
He's like
who was in
the
that.
teacher.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
Wow.
and I don't know. I kind of had a few beers.
Is he in, like,
and
a ton of
He
memes?
walked right by, and I was like, "Yo!" I patted him on his shoulder, and he went, "Get the fuck!" He was just like, "Yo!" And I was like, "I shouldn't have touched him." I thought he was coming over. I thought we were gonna
all
VIP. Embrace, and I was like, "Hey man, great!" And he just kept walking. I was like, "All right, well, I
touch me, motherfucker."
I should have not touched him. I had too many happy dads."
I feel like I recently just had a an altercation like that with a celebrity, thinking it was okay to do something and it just wasn't. Who
was it?
No, but altercation. No, just a interaction.
Yeah, you shouldn't touch people.
Yeah, it's just not a good thing.
I remember after Hamilton, I touched Lin-Manuel Miranda's shoulder. I was like, "Dude, awesome job!" And he was just like, "Okay, thank you for coming." And I was just like, I don't know, because I don't know. We do that
You
to
have a
our
couple
friends.
drinks in you,
Yeah,
you know.
it's the worst. After 5 years,
You're
I'm
like,
like,
I know them. They must know me, and this should be okay.
You know who'd be really bad with that? Todd.
Oh yeah.
If he was, but he actually is really. I feel like when it comes to celebrities, he's really respectful.
yeah, I think he would, but I could see him kind of pushing it.
Max Crosby was there.
Who's Max Crosby?
He
I don't know any
plays
of these
for
guys.
Yeah,
the
me
Raiders.
too. Oh, they're
Oh.
sports players.
Max
And
Crumbly.
then-
The guy.
I was freaking out because John Rahm was there.
Oh my gosh. I can't
Who's
look
John Rahm?
One of the best golfers in the
John
world.
Tucker Mazda.
Whoa.
He was the surprisingly super jack dude in the red hoodie that was a couple seats ahead of us.
Oh, I think.
Oh,
He was in that star-studded row.
Okay. Now the slapping, I really enjoyed it, loved it. I do think though beards should be banned.
I didn't.
They definitely
understand.
help.
You shouldn't have a beard in a slap competition because it's free patting it away.
Yeah.
I think it kind of muffles the
It
slap.
needs to have there should be a rule for how long it is,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like that guy had a thick ass beard. But also they're going right through that beard. Like I don't think it even matters with how hard they're slapping. I don't think it's making it feel any better.
It took me a couple rounds to get used to watching it because you initially, as a human, you feel bad, but then you're like, they signed up for this. They're
Yes.
training for this. This is what they want to be doing.
Yeah, and also right after they're hyped up. I feel like it gives them
Yeah.
energy every time they get hit in the face
Yeah.
like that.
When they started falling down, I was like, that's your brain
It's like
rattling.
yeah.
Like
Around
that
there.
freaks me out. But it was very exciting. It was as exciting as a UFC fight. In my opinion.
I think it was to me it was more exciting
thought
than
it
the
Everyone
UFC
was
fight.
having a blast because it
Yeah.
happened so fast. I'm thinking it's like one slap per.
Yeah, and the rounds were super quick.
Yeah.
To me, it felt cool because normally when you watch like a boxing match or a UFC fight, you're sitting there and it's so long and dragged out, and you like want to record or you want to like. You're hoping for something to happen. This was just like a moment every 5 seconds. You're like, here it comes, about to be a big hit. Let's go.
Yeah.
And you know there's going to be a crazy, like, you're either going to get knocked down or they're going to eat it and just be like,
And both is good. Like both
Yes.
look good. It's like you can't. There's no bad slap. Like everyone is just like a
Right.
fun watch. Which
And
is
I like,
crazy.
I like the pacing of it too. You know, because like
Yeah.
if you're watching like a UFC match, you have to be paying attention like every
Right.
second.
Exactly.
You can like step away for a round, catch another one,
Yeah.
focus on when it happens.
And what was great too, the way they set it up. I mean, everybody's getting. By the way, everybody gets an amazing view of the tournament, right?
Yeah.
Because there was the VIP section where we were in, and then everybody else was like on the other side. But everybody got the same view.
They're all
like
facing
nobody
it.
really had any bad seats. The way they set it up, it was like a really awesome like layout.
I think they should allow the players to kind of talk a little smack. Like
Yeah,
because
I think they do. I think we
it's
just can't hear it.
It is a bit of a silly sport, you know, the way like competitive like wrestling is and stuff. Like I think it would be funny to hear them like say a line to the other player like before it all goes down.
Oh no!
Like,
Right before the slap, like eat your motherfucker. Boom.
yeah.
Like the
just-
funniest line.
and this one's for my mama.
Boom.
Why
That's
I
really
oughta-
good. Why I oughta, Mariah.
But what was really funny to me was that after every slap, they kept going back to their corner like a boxing. I'm like, what are we running over?
Yeah,
here?
what are we
Like,
talking about on the like
all
the
right,
other side?
Slap looked really good out there. Looked really good. Let's try to keep it tight. Make sure to spread your fingers this time. There, we're getting a little bit close. Like, what are you possibly? It's a
Yeah.
I'm
slap.
sure there is a. Like I think like what do you think they're doing with their faces right before they get hit? I'm sure there's guys that I don't think they like tighten up. But
You're
like,
not
there's
allowed. So they have a mouth guard in their mouth. You're not allowed to bite down on the mouth.
We found
guard.
that out. You can't bite down.
How do they
No
know if
way.
you're biting down or not?
I guess see if you're clenching.
They
But
t- I
that's
think
why
they-
get rid of the beards. How do
Yeah.
you know what? That's how you hide a clinch.
No, but do you think the mouth guard has something in it, or
I don't know.
so? How do they know? You could clench without like seeing it.
I guess you can like.
See where the muscles are tensing up?
Yeah, and they watch the slow mo as it's going. So I'm sure.
You just see it just.
Yeah.
Ow.
And do you have to? I didn't catch if this was a rule. Are you allowed to have your eyes open, or wait, or can you close your eyes?
think
You can.
You
'cause
can.
They all
Can.
did.
Oh, I would
think
close my eyes and
naturally
be
you
like,
do
just-
that. It's like sneezing. Like you have to blink. I feel like naturally you just close your eyes.
Okay.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
a rule, but they have like earplugs in
Yeah.
and mouth guards, but you cannot move. Otherwise, if you flinch, they get a redo. So you have to get hit again.
That's so. Oh,
right.
I imagine flinching and it hurts so bad, and just now you
Yeah.
have to eat another one.
Oh. Just give up halfway through.
Oh, I didn't know they had earplugs in. So the first time I saw the thing fly out, I thought it was a tooth. I'm like, damn, this sport is insane. People are losing teeth.
There was some blood. There
And
was
then
some blood.
Jared started a rumor that there were Zins.
That was really funny.
And then we said it, laughed about it, and then we heard it passing down the rows, and they were like, "Oh my god, it's his Zin! He's got his Zin!"
Zen in their mouth.
Oh man, but it was really fun to watch. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would.
It's crazy that there's like UFC fighters that join the
Yeah.
competition.
Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it's,
the girl?
it's like pickleball after your tennis career's up.
Yeah.
You know, just do a little mild form of what you've known best.
Exactly.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this podcast, BetterHelp.
Social media can be super toxic these days. I know I'm a victim to this. I'm constantly on my phone, looking at people's Instagrams, TikTok, constantly judging my life, comparing myself to other people.
Yep.
And we just have to take a step back and realize that comparison is the thief of joy. And it's easier to envy other people's lives. You know, it might look like they have it all together on their Instagram or their TikTok, but in reality, they probably don't.
And therapy is great because it can help you focus on what you want instead of what others have, so you can start living your best life.
And living that best life is with therapy. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
And it's super simple to get started. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge.
No more sitting in waiting rooms. None of us have time for that. You do it from the comfort of your own home. You're talking to a professional therapist. You're not talking to your friends, to your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your parents. You know, you don't want to talk about that stuff with them. You're talking to somebody that's going to give you an unbiased, good advice that is that.
Exactly, baby. So stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. All you have to do is visit betterhelp.com/Zane and Heath today, and you're going to get 10% off your first month.
Yes, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Zane and Heath.
Thank you so much, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this podcast. We love you.
I when I posted it, your dad DM'd me. It's like all of them vegetables in 7 years.
All of them.
All of them.
Use.
All of them.
We'll use.
What are they thinking?
Some of them,
Vegetables in 7 years.
some of them they had to go like scout out and like do auditions. But I'm like, what is that audition tape like?
Yeah.
Like, okay, now, okay, you want to get slapped? Let's bring in someone and just watch them.
It's like air slap, so you have to like.
Yeah, we like your look. Yeah, you
Yeah,
get
you got the
slapped
look.
very well.
Dana White was there.
Yep.
He did. Yeah, he came in really fast, and then I didn't.
I didn't see him anywhere but the ring, or but the middle of the thing.
Was he doing commentary at all, or?
I think he was just like watching from like that little center seat.
Okay.
And then he came out to present the belt for that one
Yeah, he
fight.
put the belt on that. That guy was hysterical. This guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Him?
Yeah.
He was hysterical.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was a good matchup. The guy
Babyface?
with the red hair and Babyface. Muniz, I think Muniz and
Oh, to
Oh, wait.
Crazy Hawaiian.
Yeah. It was Muniz.
They were
and
brothers,
Blackburn.
right? There were twins that were because.
there was brothers, but they didn't face each other.
Got it.
Pretty cool.
Big shouts out to Dumplin.
Dumpling.
was-
That was his debut.
He got a
Oh.
one smack knockout.
Yeah.
First smack of the
It
the
was-
fight.
I thought he ended up getting knocked
No,
out.
he blah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Dumpling was good. That was his debut, and it was Paige's debut, and she won,
Yeah.
I think.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's got to have like a horrible effect on like your brain, right? Like that is wild
You
to put
you
your.
should not be passing out.
Yeah.
I think that's your brain hitting your skull. Ugh.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
Hey, but
What is the science behind a knockout?
Let's see.
Like the verge of like passing out, or
Like what? Like when you get hit, what's the science of it? Is it your brain rattling and shutting down because it's trying to protect itself?
yeah, I think it's kind of similar to like when the wind gets knocked out of you. You know how you're just like,
right, you're on images.
I know because I don't want to read.
like
Because I don't want to read.
I'm looking at the pictures. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, I get it. Like,
Welcome
this
to
makes sense.
welcome to Unfiltered, y'all.
And that's a concussion.
But I think it's more of a your just sense of consciousness is just withdrawn.
But like
from
you
it.
do go black. Like you
Yeah.
pass out.
Yeah,
That's definitely like how it's like
really
fainting.
bad. But did I tell you? I told you guys before that I like me and my friend played.
Yeah,
like,
you played the choke game.
That was really bad.
Oh yeah, I did that.
Like
when I
didn't
was
realize
younger.
like how dangerous that was.
That's
I thought it was
so
safe.
dangerous.
Very, very bad.
Never ever do the pass out game.
It was like the weirdest feeling, like getting up. Like you feel like you were passed out for days.
Oh yeah, it's like
And
it's
you're
a
like,
high.
oh my god, how long was I? I was like, bro, it was like 5 seconds.
Oh, that
Like-
makes me so sick to my
Yeah,
stomach.
yeah, do not do that. Not fun.
Yeah, for some people they don't wake up.
Yeah, no, it's like there's something about that on the news. Like what, like a couple years ago?
Oh yeah, it's just not.
Horrible.
You could have a condition that you don't even know about, and you play the pass out game, and
Yeah,
it can be even worse.
yeah, very, very bad. What else did we do out there? We did that.
We saw Rufus Du Sol.
We saw Rufus Du Sol.
It's like a
How was
DJ
that?
set.
I didn't hear any popular songs.
If it is a Vegas DJ set, I think it's a fucking racket. They make you go to the club, they make you hang out there for fucking 2 or 3 hours, and then that person comes out and they're only up there for like 30 minutes, and even the
Yeah.
songs they play are only 30 seconds long. I did this with Wiz
So
Khalifa.
the guy DJing the whole time, he wasn't Rufus.
He was Rufus, but it's a DJ set, so they're not fully performing their songs. Or because like what?
What's going on?
I just realized your light is like
Twinkling.
changing colors.
Oh yeah, it is alternating colors. Is that going to be bad or?
No, it's fine.
think
But
so.
yeah, Rufus Du Sol DJ set. So they come out and they play. I feel like it wasn't even their. It was somebody else's kind of mixes or their own shit. And then they would do some of their hits, but they would only play it for like 30 seconds. And then I don't know. I was a little disappointed, but
I don't like that life. Like, I feel like it's really fun for younger people, but like as you're getting older, it just starts getting like sad.
yeah,
The club?
It's like I feel like there was a mixture of the heat.
yes,
Vegas is just like I feel like it's just a dark place mentally. Like when you're like at a nightclub, outside nightclub, it's hot as hell. Everyone's like sweating there, and you're just like.
And then when
This
you're
is
like sequestered,
sad.
and then when you're sequestered to a table, it's so loud. In a table, you feel like this is an area for conversation.
It's
but
my
then
safe space.
But then
It's your space. It's your
It's
area.
the one place where you can't have a conversation because it's so loud. So you're
Yeah.
just comfortably sitting, watching the backs of these DJs
Yeah.
perform to.
And I genuinely just can't. I genuinely can't hear anybody. Like
Yeah.
I have bad ears already. Just cannot hear at all in a nightclub.
So it was
Is there any bars in Vegas though? Why do I feel like it's only nightclubs?
true.
Like is there a saddle ranch there? Like not a saddle ranch, but just like a bar.
I think there's some bars, some pub themed bars.
Why is it not like-
because they want it like to entertain groups and like you are out with your friends. You're not there, I think, to make friends in Vegas. You're there to celebrate with your friends.
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
Also, most people I feel like would just go to like the bars in the hotel, like because there are really cool bars.
Oh,
in hotels.
I love hotel bar hopping.
They're-
That's
yeah.
so fun. Like in Vegas, that's like the best thing to do.
Center bars where they like that's
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the big
that's fun.
center bars that they
Yeah.
have in every section of the hotel.
Those
It's
are the
so
best.
good. Because you meet so many. I feel like everybody is on the same wavelength when you go to like a hotel bar. It's fun.
Did you gamble once?
I didn't. It was my first time in Vegas not gambling.
Woo, good on you.
We did the virtual blackjack.
It's not the same. I don't trust it.
It's not.
I don't like the
Patricia
virtual
was like
card.
asking AI.
Oh,
like,
the whole time she was playing using
virtual
AI. And she was
blackjack.
winning.
Should I hit?
And she was
Should I
winning.
double down? Should I split? Like, and it was making her some money. And then I tried doing it and I lost it.
You know, I'm surprised that they don't have like a time limit on there for people to avoid
Yes.
people from using like AI.
Yeah, is that illegal?
No, because
don't know.
you can. It's the book.
Yes,
So you're playing by the book.
Yeah, it's like
There's
the dealer telling you what to do, pretty much.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't think that's cheating.
Because
really.
I posted it and Matt was like, I don't know, Zane, like don't post it. I don't think you can like
I
post
was
that.
a little worried. Like,
I was like, no, I don't think so. It's like
Yeah.
the dealer helping you.
It's because like the book would tell you your best odds of
yes,
what to do.
and to double down, to split, all of that.
Yeah. I only played with $100, lost it immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, I did a slot machine, put in $45. I didn't realize I was on like the $1 increments. Like I hit 1, 2,
Yeah.
gone. I was like,
All right.
Oh, I was supposed to go 100 on black for Alicia, and I forgot.
oh,
It was not even my money; it was her money. It would have been fun to just use
why
somebody
black?
else's
Did
money.
she request it?
Yeah, she was just like put 100 on black for me whenever you're there.
I was
forgot.
gambling in the elevator.
How did you do that?
I'm glad you asked. We were on the 38th floor, and when like a crowd of people came on, I would bet what floor do you think it's gonna stop at?
Ah,
Yeah, I did.
How much did you win?
1 round. I didn't win anything.
anybody? What for is
It
next?
was a hit for 2 seconds. People, I got a chuckle.
Oh, and we went to the the show.
Oh, that.
Oh my god, that show!
Oh, absent.
Yeah,
yes.
so we went to Absinthe.
Looking back,
I was
'cause-
really excited because we went to the Absinthe show years ago, and I remember like we walked out, we're like, damn, that was a really good show. Like the performances, the stunts, all that was like
Yeah.
we were really surprised with it, and I was like, oh my god, we should do that when we
Right.
fly in because we have nothing going on the first night. Just do the Absinthe show and then come back and chill. And we get there, and then like just immediately, it was just like a full like adult like porno type show, but it wasn't like even. I don't want to disrespect the show in any way, but like
It was just a little aggressive. Like
it was,
very raunchy.
but not like it wasn't. It didn't feel comedic.
It wasn't like
it felt just
cleverly
like
raunchy. It was just like it's just for shock value.
it was
Yes.
shock value
Yes.
type. So it was more just like like you're watching like all right, let's just see some stunts. Like this is like a lot, but that was like half the show.
But it
I
was
think
so
even more
The
than
funny.
that.
stunts were amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
It was just so funny
unbelievable.
going into it because Zane was like, Mariah, you are gonna love
You are
this.
gonna.
And so the
eat
first
this
thing they
up.
see is just a guy on a pole.
No,
like,
the very
underwear.
first thing was the fully nude girl.
There
with
was
the things on her
nudity.
nipples.
Oh, yeah.
She just
little
had like
tassels?
she had little tassels on her nipples, and I look at Zane, and Zane's like, "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And every 5 seconds he goes, "This was not back in 2017. This was not
He was
like
like, "This is not the
you know
same
when
show."
you know when
This
you
is not
like
the same-
hype a show a lot,
Yeah.
and then you finally bring them, and it's just not what you were
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
telling them. I was sitting in there just embarrassed, mortified. I
it
was
was
sitting there
fine,
like,
like,
oh my god, and I kept looking at Heath and Mariah's face. I'm like, oh my god.
And like there was like an intermission like host duo between every stunt, And just what they were saying was the most absurd, off the wall, just.
Like, we're not immature when it comes to
Right.
those jokes. It's just not funny.
But
Yeah.
everybody
It's
in the
just
audience was
cheap.
like,
yeah, everyone was kind of like, okay.
But there's these two like middle America women just
howling.
howling at like the corniest, weirdest like jokes that they're making.
What did the penis say to the balls?
It was just like
Words.
that.
Yes,
It
like
was
that.
just like
it's
that.
just like, okay. The other weird thing was so there was the host who like ran the whole show, like that was his
Yeah.
show. But the co-host, the girl, she had all these sexual jokes, but she talked like a baby. That was her
It was
thing. And I was
weird.
like, this is weird.
Yeah, that I didn't really catch that, but I guess that is a little weird.
And she was like dressed like a baby too. I was like, this is some weird.
Yeah,
like-
what was your favorite one of the night?
I really liked the girls. That was the chandelier song when they were
Yeah.
on those giant. This is gonna sound crazy. They were on poles, but they were standing on top of them, and the poles were on springs, and they were like
That was sick.
leaning
Yeah.
Like, the
around.
metal bars were like bending, and they were coming down, and they could like
They were
reach
attached by the
over your head,
thighs.
like
Whoa.
It was really crazy. And then
What was really crazy about that was just 2 days before that, I saw a video where one of the girls grabbed somebody's phone and was filming it. It was a really sick video, and I didn't know where that like came from. And as it was happening, I was like, "Oh my god, it happened in here!" But it's crazy how like my
Yeah.
For You page
Yeah.
put that in front of me. It was
and
crazy.
then I really liked the tap dancers.
they were great.
oh yeah, the
They
brothers,
were
the twins.
insane. Yeah,
Yeah, that was really
cool.
sick. But yeah, no, I mean the whole show was like really cool, but it just wasn't what I remembered.
Do you own a pair of tap shoes? You do?
I do. I have them at the house right now. My mom shipped them to me
I have
recently.
mad respect for tap shoes because it's like that's
Not
you
for
have to-
the dancers, just the shoe.
I
have so
you're
much
making,
respect for tap
You're almost
shoes.
like
Right,
making,
like the shoes don't tap themselves.
Cobbler, the cobbler that made those.
but you're like kind of making music while you're doing it. It's there's a little
really
bit
hard.
of rhythm to it.
Yeah.
You ever tried to tap?
I don't think so. I've tried to like Irish step dance,
You
like
gotta loosen. It's all loosening the ankles.
clogging or whatever. Lord of the Dance.
You know what needs to be a part of like the circus, like those circus shows? Those big group like synchronized dancers. That always I always send you them. Like whenever I find a good one, I'll send it to
swimming?
you.
Oh, just like
Not swimming, like there will be like 30 people on stage and it's just a whole thing, and it's just like it's so
Synchronized
fun to
dancers. It's just
watch.
choreography.
Yeah, whatever. But like, they should have that as part of the show. Do like a
Microphone.
microphones.
I
in.
am.
No, you were off. We were immediately. I was like, here we go.
Yes, and
Yeah, it was a good show. 18. I would say 21 plus. You can go. A teenager should not be in there. I'm sorry.
so 20.
Call me old school. Call me traditional.
You filthy. That's
Call
what
me
you
later.
All right.
want.
But
What else
yeah.
did we do? Oh, hotel food, amazing. Oh, yeah, this is like the
Yeah.
first hotel
Okay.
that like
This was some of the best food I've ever had in my entire life.
And it was
had,
the
like-
room service food.
yeah,
Oh,
room
you guys
service
had the
food was
room service food.
insane.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, I ate at the tavern downstairs. It was the only thing that was like open up late, but their burgers were awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
They had
the
like
ranch.
their pizza was like it was like like semi deep dish pizza, but like it
Ooh.
felt like you cooked it at home. It was
Are those Sicilian, like the square thick?
It was Sicilian. I didn't want to be annoying and correct him, but it's Sicilian.
whatever.
Or Sicilian?
So it is Fountain Blue. Why is there no U?
there is
It's-
a U.
It's FON.
Fontaine.
Fontaine.
EAU.
That's
Something like that.
BLEAU.
But it's Fontaine. FON.
Look at Fontaine. I kept putting
But
a
it's
U.
pronounced Fountain Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize there was an E at the end of the fountain.
I didn't realize that there's no U in Fountain.
Yeah, that's throwing me off.
I always thought
There's no U. Wait.
Yes.
Look, FONTAINE.
Okay.
No,
I know,
the
but
real
no,
word
for
of
the
fountain
real
has
word
U in it.
fountain, the real word fountain has
It has a U in it.
Yes.
Oh my Heath, you're about to drive me crazy. I thought it actually didn't.
I love me a good little fountain.
Yeah.
What city
Remember
is the
when
city
houses
of
used to
fountain?
have fountains in the front?
Yeah.
Like those houses, they just don't have them anymore. Or maybe they do in like really expensive homes.
It's just a lot to like maintain.
Yeah.
You got to keep that water going all the time.
Yeah.
There's a fountain. What's the city of fountains? Is it St. Louis is like the city of fountains, or Kansas City is the
don't
city
know.
of fountains?
I don't know.
They have like the most fountains.
What you need to know about the city of fountains.
Kansas City, city of
Wow.
fountains. They have like that's just like there's fountains everywhere.
You know what I think they should bring back? You remember when koi ponds were like the hottest thing and everybody had a
Yes.
koi pond at their house?
I love a koi fish.
Aren't they incredible?
They are.
They just keep growing.
Arden Rose's parents just got a bunch of koi fish. for their pond. She just told me that recently. I was live.
for them.
I was just talking about koi fish yesterday. It's just
And
funny
you
you
can
brought
feed
that
them
up.
by hand. They come up and they just imagine that. You just walk out in the morning, just toss them a couple kibbles.
Just like kind of pick them up. They're like cats, you know? Like
Yeah,
they're just like.
they like being touched. Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this podcast, Rocket Money.
Heath, how much do you think you're paying a month in just subscriptions on your phone? The answer is probably more than you think. Over 74% of people have subscriptions they've forgotten about. I know I definitely have. I always have those editing apps in my phone that I use to edit all my pictures. I have like 6 of them, right?
Yep.
And I stop using one, but I'm paying monthly for it, and I like don't even realize it. It doesn't say it in my statements, but money is being taken out. But Rocket Money is there to save the day, baby. Tell them what they do.
I got you, baby. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so that you can grow your savings.
Exactly. With Rocket Money, I have full control over my subscriptions and a clear view of my expenses. I can see all of my subscriptions in one place, and if I see something I don't want, Rocket Money can help me cancel it with just a few taps.
I personally love how the dashboard shows me this month's spending compared to last month's, so I can clearly see my spending habits. Plus, they'll even help me create a custom budget and keep my spending on track.
Exactly. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you by up to 20%. All you got to do is submit a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest, baby. They'll even deal with customer service for you.
I think one of my favorite features about Rocket Money is it'll give you an alert and let you know that there's been an increase in a subscription price. A lot of these companies, they just start jacking up the monthly rate on things. They don't tell you about it. It's like Netflix started out $9.99. Now all of a sudden it's like $25 a month. And you just
know, they have to put it up because of new shows, new movies, whatever, but like you never get notified about
Yep.
it. But Rocket Money lets you know.
And Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features.
Exactly. Stop wasting money on things you don't use, baby. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/unfiltered today.
That's right. It's so simple. All you have to do is go to rocketmoney.com/unfiltered.
rocketmoney.com/unfiltered. Thank you, Rocket Money, for sponsoring today's episode. We love you. Matt, I was so pissed. We were on our flight. So we're on our way to Vegas, right?
Yeah.
On our flight. This couple walks in with like they're fresh, like just Taco Bell, right? They had a bag of Taco Bell, and then they had like the drink tray, like getting on the plane. And first of all, as soon as I saw it, I was like, do we not? I feel like all of us have like this thing, like when we go on a flight, you don't come in with food that's going to stink up the entire fucking
Especially
plane,
when
right?
it's a distinctive
And it's a
food.
small plane.
Like
Smell-
McDonald's, sometimes, even though, love McDonald's, I love Taco Bell. But when you're on a plane, everyone knows that smell and it stays
Exactly.
for
It's
a
like,
while.
just be aware of that. Like, be aware of people around you when you're eating really stinky food like that. I don't know. As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, obviously these people like are not thinking.
Yeah.
With the tray was crazy. You should have seen the drink tray.
They got the nacho cheese, Baja Blast.
Matt, I want to take a photo so because it was right next to
It's
me, right?
also like a 30-minute flight.
Yeah, like they could have
wait.
they could have
Yeah.
easily eaten it too when we were waiting because we were waiting for what, like 45 minutes before the
Yes.
flight.
No,
But
I
they,
want to
like,
be up in the air.
Yeah, so they're eating it, right? And so it's stinky already. I'm watching them. They're like feeding each other nachos. I'm like, I wish, but I didn't, right? And then after 10, 15 minutes, this couple just starts farting their Taco Bell. So it just now they're farting, and they farted 4 different times, and we all started looking at each other. The couple was like diagonal, but the couple next to me, they were just shirt. They were under their. It was so fucking stinky, and everybody was so pissed because like the Taco Bell, whatever, is fine, but now you're farting the Taco Bell back out. It's just 10 times
And they're
worse.
a couple. They are both willingly like,
Matt,
just me before you.
Have a
basking in
little
the
bit of
ambience.
respect.
Basking in the ambience.
And like after the third one, I don't know, just like, I'm sorry, guys. Just apologize.
Yeah.
But it's just getting so bad. Where
Were they
people are,
audible?
what do you mean?
Like,
No,
could you
no,
hear
no,
them?
not
Oh,
no. It was
oh.
it was just
The waft was coming.
The
forward.
waft.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Oof.
I just thought like You know, when people start turning like that, if I was farting the entire time and people started turning their heads, immediately, I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, I could never toot on a plane.
Yeah, I mean, you want to know like whose body insides just went into your face.
Ew.
Like it's too intimate.
That is crazy when you really think about it. Like you are smelling their insides. It just went into your face.
Have you ever though like been like sleeping like on a plane though, and your body like you're like halfway asleep and then you fart, you're like damn, or you're like my bad. Like you feel so bad that like it got away from you. You didn't consciously let it out, but you were just like asleep. You're like. Like just having that little toot where you go, that one got away from me. Sorry. Pardon me. Forgive me. Are people who crop dust?
What's that?
Crop dust is when you walk and you fart. And it's whoever's around, it's someone else's problem
Todd,
now.
king of crop dusting.
Yeah.
He loves to wait till like we all sit down in a room and then lets it out.
Just comes by and just go whoop, and they're gone. Or flight attendants will do it. They're like,
and
cross check.
And then you give Todd like a come on, Todd, because it was like it's if we're all sitting there for a long time, then you do it. Then it's like whatever. But like it would be immediately like. It's like come on.
Oh, speaking of flight attendant, remember when we landed?
What?
When we
Oh
landed?
yes.
The flight
back.
attendant, she like starts passing out the snacks. So everybody's windows down, lights are off, and
Wait,
she
please,
goes,
please talk about the first thing that she did. You see the first thing that she did?
"Oh yeah."
Yeah,
she was like, "I got a nice ass."
So the way the seats were is that
She was not a regular
the
flight
first
attendant.
three I'll get to Mariah, but the first three seats are like right next to where she's like making the drinks and stuff. So she made the three people move down because like I just I don't want my ass in your face, and I don't want your face in my ass. I know I got a nice ass, and me and Mariah are like what
man,
this is so inappropriate.
Literally 5 seconds onto walking on the plane.
Just like she's like I know I got a nice ass.
I got my own flotation device.
Man, we are working with this. Just because
you are on the clock.
Just because it's a Saturday, don't mean you're not at work.
Yeah. So that set the tone. She was fun. But so then this is a short flight, okay? We get a drink and a snack and you're landing. She goes, I'm going to start passing out the snacks, and you just see like some rays of light because people are opening their windows and we're pretty close to the ground, and she's passing out the snacks, and then suddenly she's like she's all the way back to the front.
Her timing was off the entire flight.
Yeah, and she goes on the intercom and she goes, we started our final descent. I'm going to start collecting the trash now. And she was like, please, your tray tables, everything. And somebody in the back goes, we're landing in 10 seconds.
And then boom.
And she's standing. Everyone's trays are down. Everyone's food is out. Everyone's like, boom, boom.
She's holding the wall.
And she goes, well, nobody's perfect.
Literally like this. She's in the seat like this. Like, as soon as she looks like, oh, we're landing.
She lands and she grabs the trash. She's running up and down the aisle. Like, I swear.
Meanwhile, we're dying. But just like from the beginning of the flight to this is
She
just
was
like
hysterical.
who hired this? Where she must have gotten some strings pulled to get this.
She was so funny.
She was in that mini bar all day.
She was hysterical.
You knew when she was
Just
making those
in there.
cocktails, she's like rehearsing her lines, going.
Well, she worked at Absinthe.
Big ol' ass.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, that was kind of good. I'm just.
She was so funny. I
Your
was
face
dying.
She was funny.
It was funny that everyone was like just going along with it.
Yeah.
Like the guy was like, "Man, we land in 10 seconds." Boom, boom. She said, "Tray tables. We've started our final descent. We're hovering. The wheels are out."
Yeah,
We're like, "Wait, no one's seatbelts on."
but I love that the windows closed, the lights off was her idea. She's like, "Y'all, we're gonna make it moody in here." And she turns,
Black.
pitch black.
Like, Matt, you know how there's like they shut the lights, but there's like a little LED pit. I couldn't see anybody.
I look at Mariah. She's like,
You just
Matt,
see my eyes.
It was a tube of darkness. Literally couldn't see anything.
Matt, it was bright as hell. It was 115 degrees outside.
That's probably
and you
why
could
she
not
was.
see.
That's probably why she was late with the snack. She probably fell asleep.
She gets a flashlight and it's like under her face. It was a dark and stormy night.
We have started our final descent.
Oh my
And it will be
God.
your last
Descent.
descent.
That flight was like literally 20 minutes because it was so
Well,
quick.
we were delayed. We took off late. We got there so early. She goes, "We're like 25 minutes early." She was shocked.
Meanwhile, guys, the flight is like 45 to 50 minutes, and we got there in like 20 minutes. It was wild. We were riding that wind.
Yeah.
And it was bumpy too. I think we were just going with the wind, so it was like we were.
It was fun.
Oh, well, also before that flight, I looked at the cockpit and I saw like a kid in the right seat. I was like, oh shit.
No.
A kid.
I was like, I don't want trainees on my flight. I don't want trainees.
A young guy. Yeah. It's strange having like a young. They got to start somewhere, though.
No, I know. I just like, it freaks me out. The older they are, the better I feel. Like when it's like a 65-year-old
Yeah,
like,
but
pilot,
at what
I'm like,
age does it get too old to where you think they're losing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where you'd be like,
Yeah, when does it get too old?
like how much experience is too much experience? You know what I mean?
Where you're just way too comfortable.
And then they start forgetting steps. Landing gear.
Just like wheels are not out. Did we talk about this already? Where more experienced pilots are on like the big commercial planes, right?
Yeah.
And then the next level is like,
what we took.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the younger ones are on like jets.
Younger ones I think are doing. So you think
it's different classes and rankings, like certificates that you have to get to fly the bigger planes.
Oh.
So you would have like a single engine, like a single prop, then you have a dual prop,
Yeah.
and then you'd have like a jet license. There's like,
But sometimes you have like a young kid who's like the youngest flyer for the world's biggest plane. Like there are those kids exist. I don't know.
Maybe.
yeah, it depends on like if you get like the hours and like you do the.
Gotta log them a lot.
Yeah.
My friend's a pilot for United.
Oh, really?
He's our age.
Wait, who?
You're not gonna know him.
No.
I went on vacation with a kid who was like a pilot for like what the world's biggest aircraft. Or there was like been news reports about him, how he was so
Yeah.
young. And Fibula, Connor's sister,
what?
is a pilot.
You know what pisses me off that I never got to do? What's the that one plane, the Concorde?
Yes.
Concorde.
What?
I think it's called
Is it like the
the one that could go from
New York to London in 3 hours.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't think they finished that yet, right?
No,
but
they-
it's
it was running during like the 70s.
yeah, like its last flight I think was in late 90s or early 2000s.
well,
Bubba,
why
look
did they
at-
stop it? Was it called
Because it was like a borderline fighter jet that
Bubba,
was
look that
an
one up.
airplane. It's the one with the tip of it like looks
It
really weird.
dips down.
Yeah, it was basically a fighter jet
Concorde.
on with a massive cabin on it.
Imagine you get on a flight and it's the pilot's first day, but
Yeah.
Matt,
Or like, wait, look at it when it's taken off. Look at all that.
oh
Zane.
my
That thing
god!
looked aggressive.
People were riding in that.
Yeah, it was only a few hours. That's
Look up
too
the
fast.
speed of that
Too
one.
fast.
Zane on the way to the bathroom.
The couple on my flight. Matt, imagine you get on a flight and you find out like this is the pilot's first day, right? But what he did before was like fighter jets. And then he's like, I'm gonna have a little bit of fun today, y'all.
Do a barrel roll.
Full barrel roll.
Look at that speed. 1,350 miles per hour.
No.
And what's a normal
550
plane?
550? Yeah.
Damn.
Crazy.
It's crazy how fast the plane is actually going and you're not aware
Yeah.
of it. Like the whole world seems like it's going by so slow, but you are.
Rip
But
it.
have you ever seen a plane go the other way when you're in the air? It's insane how fast it is.
Oh, right.
Going this way and then the plane's going the
Yeah.
other way. It's like you have to see it like once. It's
Yeah.
a crazy sight.
And
to
there's
see
like the
it.
optical illusion where it looks like a plane. When you're going at the same speed as a plane that's taking off, it
Yeah.
looks like it's just like hovering
Hovering.
midair.
Yeah.
It's a strange optical illusion.
What a stressful
really
job
wants-
as like somebody who's like coordinating where planes need to go and
Air
like at a
traffic
certain air
controls?
traffic. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Big job, big
Your
responsibility.
mental health has to be tip top shape, I feel like, to work that type of job.
Yeah, dude, they'll be sweating. There's some crazy movie scenes where they have to talk coordinates and communicate and make sure like you can't miss any of your.
Like you can't like make a mistake.
No.
And then updates too, like if things are delayed, like the maps are constantly changing of like who's in, like
So crazy.
It's interesting.
Look at that.
now,
Oh
like-
my God. Like that's way too close, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a flight tonight. I have a red eye.
Oh, sorry for talking about all this
No.
Plain stuff.
No, it's weird when you take a red eye because like the whole day you're like, oh, I got a flight later. And then you're like, how much time do I have left until I need to get out the fucking door and pack and shit? Do you make a list before you pack?
Never.
Never.
I have a list in my notes now where I just like look at it real quick. But
What's the one thing you always forget to pack?
belt.
Me too. Belt is my number one is a belt.
I never because I never wear a belt when I like for the airport. So.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how many black belts I've bought at like TJ Maxx's when I just have forgotten.
That's
to pack
so interesting.
One.
I wonder what's everybody's. Guys, can you comment the one thing that you forget on every trip? Girls and
even
guys,
a charger. I'll always forget like just to grab my charger off the fucking wall.
I honestly forget my toothbrush a lot because I want to brush right before I leave.
Yeah.
So every time I go somewhere, I'm like, damn it, I need a freaking toothbrush.
I always have one in my like travel bag. I never take it out. I just keep it in there.
That's what I do.
Mine was my
weird with
contacts
bacteria.
because I would keep my contacts in like my drawer.
That's a really bad thing
and that's
to
the
leave.
worst to not have your
that's
contacts.
really
You are
bad.
fucked.
That I would always forget, and then it would always be something stupid. It either would be like my stack of underwear or my stack of socks.
I've done that before. I left like a whole stack of underwear. So frustrating because you're not gonna find good underwear. Like
You're
at
like,
like a hotel
damn.
store.
When I pack, I always start packing from body up or from my feet up, or I go, okay,
Really?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
start
run-
with
I run
socks,
through my body,
shoes,
too.
and then I go all the way to the top, and then
Yeah.
now I'm on my skincare and all of
Makeup.
that. Yeah, it's just
So interesting.
how I do it all.
Yeah, I do that. I look at myself and I'm like, okay, head, shoulders, knees, toes.
I pack like days. So Friday I'm wearing this. With
Oh,
these
you do
pants.
outfits.
Ooh,
And
I
then
don't.
socks.
Yeah, I don't plan days. I just think like moments where I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna wear that.
Moments is
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
There's always an outfit you're like, maybe I'm gonna rock that, and it never.
Man, I
fucking
always pack
happens.
like that. I bring an outfit that's just out of my element.
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe it
forget
will be
it.
a fancy dinner night.
Oh, me in Italy? Okay, if I get proposed to, it's got to be this outfit.
Like I think I'm going to a fucking ballroom every time. Like I'm like,
Oh my god.
there is gonna be a night where I
Yeah.
need a full fucking suit.
This time I didn't care. I literally packed like sleeveless shirts. I was like, I do not want to wear a shirt at all.
And you go, oh, I'm working out every day of vacation.
3 pairs of gym shorts.
You ain't even hitting that gym.
I
But you're
know.
like, this vacation, I'm working out every
Every
day.
day.
Nah, you
Every
ain't doing
day.
it.
I really wanted to check out the gym in the hotel though. Apparently it's like crazy.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Oh yeah.
I worked out there.
Good for you, Matt.
They didn't have a leg extension machine. They
You're not
had a
letting that
leg
cancer
curl.
stop you at all, baby.
I saw Harry
You are
Jowsey,
strong.
my fellow skin cancer brother.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's like, I heard you got skin cancer. I'm so sorry, mate. I'm like, I know.
Did you congratulate him? Did you?
We swapped, or he showed me his scar. I showed him where mine was going to be taken.
Good.
Yeah.
Little moment there.
He was like, I was so nervous. I thought I was going to die.
It's really good, Matt.
Thank you.
Really nervous.
Just so nervous. But it is nice talking to someone after.
Are you in like a Facebook group? yet?
No. Actually, I try not to Google stuff just to not.
You should go on one and be like, "Hey, y'all, just
New here.
just found out."
Lately, though, I have been, you guys are my personal friends. Y'all know. Internet knows. But some friends from like back home have been like hitting me up and like, I'm waking up to like FaceTime calls. They go, hey, I heard about your skin cancer thing. Are you doing all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like I've had so many people look at me like dead in the eye lately and have been like, you good? And I'm like, yeah,
They're
I'm
just
good.
like-
thank you for your concern. Yeah, and it's
Like
nice,
soaking
but like,
in your last moment.
yes,
Like it's gonna be their
So
last time
that would
saying
freak
goodbye
me
to you.
out.
yes.
Matt,
there's
also,
been
a
bit
lot of
like-
people like I didn't know skin cancer is like really like treatable. Like to me, cancer is like horrible. So
Yeah.
anytime I hear the word cancer, I think like immediately very bad. So I feel like a lot of people didn't know that skin cancer.
I think they don't know that
Very
I have
treatable.
such a treatable form, and that's
Yeah.
all I know is that it is the most treatable form. But yeah, and I am so thankful. It's so
Yeah.
nice that all these people are reaching out. But you're like, it kind of freaks me out a little bit too, where
Yeah.
people are just like, "Hey, well, you good? Well, we love you, man. I'll
Yeah.
do anything for you if
Like
you need anything."
showing their appreciation. Like I really appreciate you.
And
Yeah.
those same friends will backstab you. They'll go back. Yeah, that's all he talks about. Is literally his personality now is cancer.
Where's this energy before the cancer?
yeah,
What's the one cancer that's like almost 100% like not
the one from A
curable?
Walk to Remember.
Is it pancreatic?
There's a
It's
lot.
like
don't know.
like one of the most deadly.
It just depends what stage you're in. I think, there's ones that are really bad, and also the stage in which you find it and how bad it is. I think blood cancer, lung cancer, brain cancer.
God, that like brain that sounds terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Brain.
So scary.
Yeah, it's so scary. Like I've had two friends who like found out, like young people who found out they had cancer, and then they died like 4 or 5 months later.
Jesus.
Like that's the hardest shit where you're like, huh? Like it's too late.
Yeah.
Ugh, breaks my heart.
Like I still can't comprehend the fact that like there's so many children that get cancer, like little kids.
Yeah.
I know they haven't even
like-
lived.
Yeah. It's cruel. Very cruel.
Awful.
Well,
But I still say no on that St. Jude's thing when that's why my
yeah, CVS.
Delete
I am
that.
not your tax write-off.
those little kids. No.
I will donate my time.
What was the edit someone did of Jennifer Aniston and like the little kid?
Oh my god. So
Yes,
good.
that was such a bad clip.
You're like with the most.
I love how
I'm so beautiful. And she's like, sure you are.
I love how confident you are.
Yeah.
And then she turned back to the camera.
I love your confidence.
I love your confidence.
Yes, that's what it is.
Alexander's mom calls him the most perfect boy in the world.
She's right.
I love your confidence. When diagnosed with cancer, Alex
That look is so
that
good.
turn to the camera is comedically perfect.
What a game! Are they playing Chinese checkers? Go back to that shit. What is? Sorry, Jennifer Aniston.
That is the fakest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, I've never seen anybody play Chinese fucking checkers. Did the cancer kid request the Chinese
That
checkers?
had to have been like a personal.
No, they were just in that house to go, do we have a prop? They go,
Jennifer Aniston hasn't even made a move yet. That's symbolism.
I think she was trying to teach him, like, your move. One.
Here, let me show you.
Thank you for coming. He's like, and then there's pickup sticks next to it. They went to Cracker Barrel and just got like, they went to the value section and just got any cheap game.
But he's like, I work set design for the cancer commercial with Jennifer Aniston. Set design.
He makes a move and she's like,
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I hated playing chess, and my brother would do that. No,
Shouldn't do that.
because I'm gonna do this.
And you really,
Shut up.
you really shouldn't do that. Well, yeah, chess is like
What should
fun.
I do?
It's not fun until you play someone who's good at chess. You're like, no, this is not.
That's a big flex. Like knowing how to play chess really well.
I think
Cool.
so.
I saw one of the grand masters of chess play 12 people at one time. Like
That was
were all
Anya
like,
Taylor-Joy in that show, Matt.
Yeah, but grand masters can do that. I was at South by Southwest and watched that Russian guy just go down and just go.
So sick.
When you have that whole web in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can call it.
I
probably won't hang out for the unwind. If that's okay.
That's
You gotta catch a flight.
Nah,
That's
I
fine.
know. We got to keep them entertained.
keep them fed. Keep our kids fed.
Do you remember when people thought that what's his name, Magnus Carlsen, or he's like one of the best youngest grandmasters? They thought he was cheating by using a butt plug.
What?
I do remember hearing
That was vibrate. Like they thought he was cheating by having a vibrating butt plug.
Imagine trying
and
to
that was
prove
telling
that you
him
don't.
where to. Yeah,
Prove it.
Not
full
him.
cavity. Like,
No,
Matt,
spread
Matt,
it.
It wasn't him. It was his opponent. At the
oh,
time.
it wasn't Magnus Carlsen. It was the other guy.
Oh wait, was it true?
Sure was.
Elon Musk was tweeting about it, where he was like, Elon Musk posed the theory that they had a
That's funny.
electric butt plug in. You know, just sitting there going.
Matt.
Just
I'm literally drenched under my hoodie right now. I'm sweating so much. The alcohol is coming out of me.
he gets the trophy and he's just like, and then it just comes out. He's like,
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
We'll end it on that note.
have a happy 4th of July, everybody.
Whew. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Make sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Zane and Heath. We keep these cameras rolling. You get an extended cut of the podcast. We do a bonus episode every single month. We also do a live Q&A every single month. BTS stuff. Just make sure to check it out. Patreon.com/Zane and Heath.
We should do butt plug bonus episodes.
It's a great idea.
Yeah. We love you so much. Thank you again for hanging with us another week of taking time from your lives. And we love you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Peace and
Toodles.
blessings.
Bye, y'all.